Today, I want to talk about my perspective of World of Tanks as a new player, and I'm very, very new. I have less than 400 games, and I've really only just returned to the game in the last 2 weeks or so, and I'm enjoying my time with it, but I kind of just want to talk about how I view the game, and my experiences with the game as a new player, because, well, I think it's a healthy perspective to have. Do note that this is coming from someone who has played a lot of World of Warships, and I used to play a lot of War Thunder. But I'm now getting into World of Tanks, and I do really enjoy the game at its core. It's a fun game. I like the design. I might just be in that blissful new player phase, as I've heard from a lot of people. But it's difficult. So as I said, I don't have a lot of time at the game, but I've had my account for a long time. I've had my account since like 2018, and over the time I've just been collecting a bunch of like Twitch Prime stuff and whatnot. So it's been pretty easy to get through the initial grind. But it's like I'm enjoying my time with it and I'm learning, but there's a couple big things that really, maybe it's just because I don't have the experience, but a couple things that are just pretty hard, at least for me as a new player, to grasp. The first one and the largest one being concealment and detection. Now, compared to my experience with World of Warships, it's a very, very big gap not having you know how long you're detected for. Honestly, that's the biggest thing that's kicking my ass right now. I'm honestly just not quite good enough at the game yet to understand when I'm detected and when I'm not. Apart from Sixth Sense, which, thank God, it's not a command perk anymore. It has been kicking my ass a little bit, I must say. And that, I know that's just a new player thing, but it does kind of make the game frustrating in that sometimes it feels like I just get spotted and that's that. And that is a new player thing. I will not deny that's just a new player thing. Ugh, bad shot on that, Chinu. I have been, from what tanks I've been working on, I've been working my way up the British mediums and up the Italian mediums. I'm mostly working on the Cromwell and the P43. I'm enjoying my time with both of them right now. I find they're both playstyles that I like. I'm very much staying away from light tanks because the little bit I've tried of them, I find that I just explode. An experience issue, no doubt, but it's just something, it really shows my inability to learn detection and concealment. That's a Cromwell beat. I am pushed up way, way too far. Yeah, I am pushed up way too far. Okay, I need to get out of here right now. So, like I said, I'm enjoying the game. It's just, there's a couple of things that just make the game hard. As a new player, concealment detection is the biggest. One other one that I'm struggling a lot with is gold. Or not rather gold ammo. And possibly just because it's new and I don't have much credits built up, I never fire gold. Just because, well, I need the money right now. But when I fight people, it's like I'm always getting gold slung at me, it feels. And as a new player who just literally does not have the credits to be able to do that, that feels pretty yikes, especially when it's just more pen. It's not fun to... It feels like I just can't rely on my armor at all because somebody will just be firing gold at me and that'll be that. And again, that's probably just because I'm a new player, I don't have the credits to afford gold of my own, but it's quite frustrating from a personal point of view. That it feels like even if I try and angle or play well in even heavier armor tanks, somebody just fires gold at me and that's that, unfortunately. Gold is definitely up there. What is this artillery doing? Let's see, the other things that are difficult for me right now are artillery. Oh, I didn't even bring a fire extinguisher. Oh no, that doesn't look good in the recording. Artillery is frustrating. Obviously, artillery is very, very frustrating. It's just been kicking my ass. It's not fun to play around. Although that one should be very, very obvious. I'll play another game in the P43 just because I still have things to talk about. In general, the other thing is XP gains. And I know it's new and I know it's because I'm not very good. But it feels very paltry. It doesn't feel good to come out of a game with, say, 200 XP, 300 XP, even if I play well. Before premium, of course. And even on wins, it feels bad to come into games with 600, 700 XP. And I assume that's just because World of Tanks probably is a slower grind than Warships, but it's a very different grind, or it feels a lot different than Warships, where, you know, if you win a game and you play decently, you'll make 1,200 to 1,400, and if you lose a game and you play decently, you'll get, like, somewhere between 600 and 800 on just a game. But here it feels like I'm just constantly just creeping along the lines unless I win, in which case I get a lot of XP. It feels like winning requires winning does a whole lot more for your XP gain than anything else. And that does feel kind of frustrating. And I know it's because I'm not a very good player, I don't win a whole lot. I think my win rate's like a 51 or something, and honestly, that's just luck. I don't deserve that win rate. But it does feel a little... It's disencouraging to finish a game that I felt like I did okay in, and come out of it with like 200, 300 on a loss. But that very well could just be a personal issue. I am a new player after all. I would like to emphasize that I'm a new player. I could be misinformed. I've done a little bit of like looking at like videos on how to play a bit better, trying to do my best to just learn and kind of keep up with everything. Obviously at only 400 games, I'm not going to be that good, but I'm trying. And I could very well just be misinformed or be stupid. I could have the most brain-dead takes you've ever heard, but this is my perspective as a new player. Obviously, I just messed up in that last game. I just pushed far too hard in for a Cromwell. But it's difficult. Hello there, Lago. What are you up to? Like, when I have a good game and when I'm playing well, I enjoy it. I do genuinely quite enjoy the game when I'm doing well. But, you know, it's just disencouraging. I can't push that 8T8. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. I wonder what that T1 Heavy's up to. And our Panzer III commits suicide. I am glad I got that on a recording. Yeah, so I'm just going to play out the rest of this match, I think. Talk about anything that comes from my head as I play. But I do want to make it clear that I do enjoy the game. I do have fun with the game, and I'm protected. It's just detection, credits, gold, and artillery are all probably the hardest things for me to grasp as a new player. Or rather, that I feel the most frustrated against. XP gain is just a skill issue, really, at the end of the day. That's just something I need to deal with. But the other ones feel a little more discouraging. It keeps me from playing the game more, which is a shame, because I do really enjoy the game when it's going well. But when it's not going well, it's just kind of, ugh. Maybe it's because I just don't have anyone to play with. None of my friends play, and I don't have anyone to help me learn, so that might be a part of it. I probably can't shoot that. No, I can't. I cannot. I don't really want to push into this T1. Kind of in a bad position here in general. Maybe it's just because I just don't know enough about the game to understand really what a good position for the P-43 is, but hopefully this KV-1 can put in a good dent. Maybe it'll help him out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my issues with the game could very well just be a lack of experience with the game in general. I am spotted. Must be someone over there. Actually, could be assured from the T1. Sorry, KV, I'll get out of your way. The other thing is, even as a new player, it's frustrating, seemingly with the amount of one-sided matches. And I could very well be a cause of those myself. I won't deny I've had some games where I just completely brain dead it and just die very, very quickly. But it's not fun to have those super one-sided matches. The games that I really enjoy are games that, you know, come down to the wire, and I think everyone does, but it feels like those don't happen very often, and I've crucially misplayed again. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that's just bad play on my part. Over positions. Unfortunate. Okay, well, I don't think I really have anything else to say. I just kind of wanted to talk about... the things that I experience as a new player. So, it's just... detection is the biggest one by far. I'm just too used to warships where it tells you if you're detected at all times. That's been a kick in my ass to try and learn here. Positioning, obviously, but that's because I'm new. Gold feels extremely frustrating to play against. And spotting, just difficulty. It's probably just because I'm new. I do only have 400 games. I shouldn't be taken as the word of God, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there on my impressions of the game as a brand new player. So, thank you all, and I will see you another time. Bye.